Hi everyone, I hope you're doing good today. For those who are new, welcome. Thank you for clicking on this video. My name is Zoe. I'm an illustrator who also keeps tons of notebooks, planners, and journals, and I'm happy to share all that here. So today, I thought I would finally talk about my commonplacing system, how I look for information, translate it onto my notebook, decorate really simply, and what's been working for me so far. To give a bit of an introduction, I researched a bit about commonplace notebooks a few weeks ago because I did see a few people using that system online, and I thought that was really something that could be very useful for me, especially as someone who's working on a lot of projects all the time. There's one place where I can keep all my research, brainstorming, as well as inspiration. Yeah, I'd really recommend it for anyone who's working on bigger scale projects or even for those who are visual learners. For me, it also feels comfortable because it gives me structure, almost like I'm back to school, but the fun part of school, like learning about new topics and exploring things that I'm curious about a bit further. So yeah, if you're looking for a more in-depth introductory video about commonplacing, there's a great one by Plan Your One Life on how to set up a commonplace notebook and kind of all the basics to know before jumping in. So yeah, I really recommend it, and I'll make sure to share the link down below. Right now, I'm writing a bit about a sticker sheet that I started designing a few days ago. I'll share a bit more of my labeling and categorization later in the video, because first, I want to start with the beginning and the most important task when it comes to commonplacing, which is the research. It's also one of the most fun for me because you really get to look for the information you need in various places. The most obvious being online, but you can also explore and find books in your local library or bookstore. So let's go on a little trip, and then we can dive a bit more in depth about my system and my notebook. See ya! Hi, let's look a bit more at my commonplace book. I'll make a little flip through and I'll explain a bit more of my system. So as you could tell, this is still my Hobonichi cousin. I am using it for journaling day by day, but I decided to also use it for commonplacing because initially I was planning to use that only for commonplacing, which is why my key is actually in September. So this is the beginning. I started this thinking that I was going to commonplace every day and keep it that way until the end. However, after thinking a bit more about it, I thought it would be too bad not to use the date, because I got this in September for the dates. So I thought, well, if I'm gonna commonplace in this, I won't really be able to know what happened on that day or reflect on that day. It doesn't really tell me anything about the 25th, for example. Yes, maybe I know that I listened to this song, but you know, knowing about paper size formats isn't that relevant for that particular purpose. I don't know. I felt like it was kind of too bad not to do something that has to do with the date, basically, if that makes sense. And so that's why later on I moved on to the actual journaling that you've seen in my previous videos. And so yeah, basically, because I started like this, I wrote my key here. But that's okay, because, you know, I can always refer back to it. And honestly, it's something that I wrote for myself at the beginning, but now I know I only use 4 colors, so I kind of remember what they are. But yeah, so basically for the orange color, it is all the media that I consume, like songs, books, series, excerpts from anything that I watch or read. It can also be me commenting on an album that I like to listen to. That's something that I've actually done a lot because I do listen to a lot of albums. And the yellow dot is about learning a topic. You know, learn a new recipe or learn about languages. So I'll write about this. So yeah, this is yellow, and then the green is any thought or rambling. When I feel like, you know, one day isn't enough on my journal or to expend on something that's on my mind, I just, you know, I label it green and I just write. And then the blue one is about illustration, design, any project that I'm creating or drawing. I would usually use the blue one for that purpose. So yeah, that's been working really well for me so far. So yeah, back to April. This is where I started more officially the commonplace part of my notebook, which actually is perfect because I get to, you know, from September, I get to really experiment and have fun with my journaling pages. And then I have all this space left for commonplacing, so it's actually perfect. So as I said, the yellow, I do write recipes because I like to try new things all the time, and I try to make it look nice so I can always refer back to it when I need. This was apple crumble. This is the photo of the crumble that I made, so I'm pretty happy about it. And yeah, this was the recipe I used, and I even added a little how to choose your ideal apple because it is apple season, so I thought it would be fun to put that in. So here on this page, I was researching more about illustration agencies or collectives, or also, you know, how much I could price certain items if I were to open a shop one day, and what to prep for it, things like that. And initially, I wrote more things on this page, but I just didn't like how it turned out. It was really confusing. The way I set up the page was just not working for me, so I just decided to cut it and then put some tape. And you know what? I think it's working even better now because there's even like a little reveal for these images here. Yeah, I think it ended up working well. Here, green, rambling about a sticker idea I had. and how I can make it, you know, what kind of tools I should use, etc. New artists, so orange is, you know, media and song and series and all that. My friend recommended this new artist to me, name is Blah, which already I'm a fan of, you know. And yeah, I like putting the image too. I think it helps remembering better. This was about the launching of my YouTube channel, so yeah, just writing more about this. Another album that I've been obsessed with this past year. I wrote all the songs and kind of expand a bit more on it. Here I talk about the washi tapes I got, which I did an unboxing in my previous video, so if you haven't checked it out, you can do so after this. Yeah, I got really excited about those. They're really cute. And then here it's typically a page of more research, so there will be minimal decoration because the text is more important. So I really want to highlight things that I research. It is more text heavy, but it makes sense because the purpose of it is to refer back to and, you know, to learn things about picture books. And this kind of page, it's me talking about maybe getting another Hobonichi, which, spoiler alert, I did. But let's not talk about this. Yeah, so this is more journaling, and again, like, I do minimal decoration for this because it's more about the writing, and but still I like to add a few details to catch the eye. This is another recipe that I made recently. Still have to print the picture, but it was delicious. Yeah, I love having recipes in there. Because in the past I would tag it online and kind of lose it in my pictures, or, you know, on my desktop or somewhere on my computer. So here at least I know I have it forever. And then this was the page that I wrote in the library. I love that place. I think it's so nice to just, you know, have a book and a reference from it. And then, you know, now I have all the information I need. I don't need to get that book. I really condensed all of what I needed and putting it there. So yeah, this is the little work in progress about my sticker sheet that I started in the beginning of the video. Let's finish up this page and maybe make a few more. I have 2 other little things I could write about. So yeah, let's try this, and I'll catch you at the end. Bye bye.